After today's episode of the Women's Lacrosse Weekly, we'll have officially met the Millers. We have Hannah Miller. We talked to Caitlin earlier. Hannah's from Marriottsville, Maryland, attended Liberty High School, and has played in every game so far this year for the Colonials. And so far, Hannah, the team's off to a 6-2 start. One more non-conference game this weekend coming up at Drexel. But what do you like so far about this year's team?
I just like this team this year. I feel like we're all so close. I feel like there's definitely a bond on and off the field. We're always together, and I definitely think being close off the field is really translating onto the field. We work really well with each other. We know what each other's next moves are going to be. So it's just exciting being able to play with everyone, and I just think everyone's playing awesome right now.
One thing that stands out is a couple of overtime games, both wins, both here. One against Canisius on Eureka's overtime win back in February, and then just this past Saturday against Radford, a big comeback win. Mackenzie Gandy scores her fifth goal of the game. Pretty dramatic stuff there to rally. Is it more stressful or fun to play in games like that?
It's definitely fun. It's also very stressful because obviously you want to win the game. But I don't know. Every time we've gone into it, I've just been very confident. We start off in Canisius when Caitlin Miller made that huge save. I was just not worried. I was like, oh, she has this. So I think it's just a lot of fun. I had a lot of faith in my teammates. When I saw Kenzie get that pass through the 8, I knew it was going to go in right in when I saw that pass go off.
So far this year, you have 4 goals and an assist. Also, you've already surpassed last year's ground ball total. You have a few caused turnovers, too. Why do you think you've been able to take advantage of the opportunity here?
I would just say it's confidence and definitely a lot of coaches just pushing me to keep playing to my potential. And I would definitely say it's a lot of Katrina and Kaki and Rachel just giving me that confidence that I needed. And I just think it's very fun.
I mentioned you're a Liberty High School grad. You also played field hockey there, won a state championship 3 years back. Are there any crossovers or any ways that playing field hockey helps you in lacrosse?
It's definitely a lot of crossovers. I definitely would say that it's kind of like the same fundamentals with the shooting and all that. Not the same, obviously, how you do it, but I would say a lot of how the play is set up, it's a lot the same. And plus, Katrina reminds me a lot of how my high school field hockey coach was, so it's nice carrying that into and kind of having the same coach to work along with.
And lastly, Drexel coming up. First matchup ever against Drexel, but it's the same coaching staff from Bryant last year. So what do you think you can expect? It's probably going to be a tough matchup against the Dragons.
It's definitely going to be a hard game. That's going to be a hard-fought game for both of us, and I'm definitely very excited to see our last game going into conference. And I definitely know that we can come out of this with a big win if we keep doing our fundamentals and everything that's being pushed and preached about in practice. So I'm pretty confident.
Well, that's Hannah Miller. The Colonials back in action one more time on the road here before they start into NEC play. I mentioned Drexel, 3 p.m. start on Saturday. You can follow the coverage at rmucolonials.com.